Good morning, day 4 of quarantining. How you guys doing? Um, I am, per usual, starting my morning routine just as the sun comes up. Do a little bit of quiet time meditation. Um, Sometimes when I'm rushing out the door, it's 10 deep breaths. In and out, and then I'm out and about, doing my thing, being busy. And other days, like today, I did 45 minutes of meditation. And it's day 4 of the quarantine, and I know that the fear and anxiety are building up with a lot of people that I'm talking with, from mental breakdowns friends have told me about. I feel it in myself. I feel like tense, and I'm like, why am I even tense? It's all good. Like right now in my life, it's all good. The present moment. Can I breathe that in for a minute? So many people are worried about so much, and understandably so. There's a lot of people worried about having to homeschool. They lost their jobs. There's all this other stuff. But at this moment, can we just pause and breathe and come back home to this anchor? Come back home to our reality. And the reality is, right now at this moment, we're okay, aren't we? So, a couple of thoughts that came to mind I wanted to share with you was that there is this collective conscious fear and fear-mongering. When you watch the news, there are facts and there are fears and there's all these things. But it made me think about how in my life there's always been fears, and it's always just really about how you deal with your fears that really matters. We've been here before. We'll be here again. Just be a different circumstance. Right now, it's the coronavirus. In the past, if you just look back, it's kind of silly, right? All of the things like that we had worried about. When I had 4 family members die in a year's time, I was so worried about, will I get a job again? I haven't worked in so long. Where do I live next? Because I was on my friend's couch in LA at the time. And there's so many things: personal, professional, spiritual, physical, fiscal, all the stuff that we've worried about in the past. And guess what? Deep breath, we've always been okay, right? And if we go back to what's real right now, the past, we live in regrets. The future, we live in anxiety. And it seems like we're always trying to live in the future. And understandably so, because that's how we have been taught here in this human form about worrying. And I think what it leads to, really, the contrast is that we want wellness. And it's really all about wellness, right? We fear that we're not going to be well. But when we trust and instead of, when we're in this, when we send the vibration or the energy and the feeling of trust, trusting that your bills would be paid, trusting that there are people that are going to help you out, trusting that you can help people, trusting that your kids are going to be okay, trusting that your finances will be okay, trusting that your health will be okay, then there's something magical and awesome that happens. Our bodies are designed, they're pretty amazing. Nobody's telling us to, actually, our bodies to breathe, our lungs to breathe. Nobody's telling our hearts to beat, but yet we're still alive. And we have to trust in that our bodies are designed to heal within itself. But we're blocking it every time we're stressing. We're stressing about wanting to be more well, or that we're not going to be well. So it's important to learn ways, healthy ways, to just let go of that. And I will, in this vlog, and the written part of this blog, I will put some links to some sources that have helped me kind of get back in the present moment, to breathe and to be well, to go back to home, go back to that anchor point. And if I look back in my past, everything, every single thing that I've been through, and I've been through a lot with my family members dying, with finances, with job stuff, with relationship stuff, with everything. And they've all taught me they've all been here. The challenges have been here to really teach me to be a better me. And if we are in this place of fear and a place of lack and scarcity, then we get ill. We get mentally, physically, emotionally ill, and then we can't serve others, which is why I think we're all here for on this earth. Another thought I wanted to talk about was about the idea of celebration. I've been listening to a lot of Whitney Houston lately. I want to dance with somebody. Okay, I'm not going to hurt your ears this morning with singing. But I've been doing that during my virtual workouts. I did a virtual workout with from friends yesterday. I love talking and reading and writing, so I've been doing a lot more of that. I love chatting with positive people and spreading that positivity. That's why I created my nonprofit Go Inspire Go, and I've done that for about a decade, and attracted over 150 amazing people. You guys know who you are, who have used their power to help other people. And storytelling has just been something that has kind of always helped get me out of the dark. So whatever that is for you, whatever your storytelling is, it could be dance, it could be cooking, it could be writing, it could be reading. Well, now is your opportunity to do that. And to kind of flip the script right now, I've been just thinking about the contrast. Sure, there's fear, but on the other side of fear, there is what? Happiness, joy, celebration for me. And I encourage you to celebrate the moments that you have right now. I was talking with my cousins. I've been doing a lot of virtual chats with friends around the world, and I did one with my siblings and my family yesterday, and it was a riot. And we were just talking about this concept of, wow, now a lot of us get to do what we have wished for. I love that saying, be careful what you wish for. It just might happen tenfold. And a lot of my cousins are working from home now. If you have the luxury of working from home, be grateful for that, right? If you have the luxury of not having a job at the moment, and the luxury of still having food and shelter and healthcare and all that while you figure it out, sit there and be grateful for that and luxuriate in the time that you do have home in between figuring that out, to read more, to write more, to do crafts more, to bake more, to spend more time with your family. It's really a time to recalibrate, and I am celebrating this moment with you and me, because we get to just be more. The world is quiet. A lot of the restaurants are closed here in San Francisco, except for takeout. And it's just a time for renewal. And so today, coming from my home to yours, I am sending you love and good vibes, and remembering to shift the fear to gratitude and to joy, and to luxuriate and celebrate in this time in which we are given to be well. We're going to be okay. We have been through a lot of other issues and problems and challenges that arrived that have made us stronger. This is something that is just unknown, that is scary to a lot of people. But if we just sit and be in the present moment right now, maybe start by taking 10 deep breaths. In with positivity and the white light and all the goodness, and out with worry and anxiety and all that madness. Anyway, I wanted to leave you with a reading today from my good friend and author and spiritual counselor, grief counselor, my friend Mariana Cacciatore. She sends these amazing quotes from herself and from other authors and writers and spiritual amazing folks out there every morning. And today's reading is aligned with the message today of fear and trust and celebration. And it is a quote that she sent by Stephen Levine, and it says, "When you speak and when you listen, stay mindful that the fear which limits greater openness and also self-awareness obstructs the completion of unfinished business. Let's sit with that for a minute. That was amazing, right? Whether it's personal, professional, or spiritual business, it is when you speak and when you listen, stay mindful that the fear, which limits greater openness, also limits self-awareness and obstructs the completion of unfinished business. And that's by Stephen Levine, by way of my good friend Mariana Cacciatore. Anyway, so remember that together we will get through this, and come home right now and celebrate. Notice the fear and that it's not a fact, because right now we are well. So be well, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.